swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Madre mía, este que se den. Ah, no, este es Odín. Era Odín, ¿no?
That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's
La
hubris.
chica, qué chica.
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Qué chica.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Menudo hijo de puta este. Pero bueno, el más poderoso cuando luchemos con Artema va a ser brutal, tío. Wow. Menudo combate de 1 hora me espera ahí.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The
A
tapestry.
ti.
Show them.
A ti, Clive. ¿Qué coño?
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself.
Que
None
Siegfried.
could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose.
Mito, ¿no?
In the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Sacar temas un
Clive,
puto dios, tío.
May I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Buah, estos tienen algo, ¿eh?
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yode.
Buah, estos no se vuelven a ver más.
Let's find our friends.
Mi madre, cuando luchemos contra esto, tío. Vale.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Vale, tenemos que ir a buscar... Uy, aquí hay misiones secundarias.
Who among you is bold enough to heed her call? Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Vale.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Vale. Buah, está otro quinto coño. Buah, pero aquí no podemos ir. ¿No? Por aquí. Bueno, a ver, aquí hay otra, ¿eh? ¿Este quién es?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him And now you. Pray accept this token.
Phil te ha entregado la insignia de la cola de Fénix.
As you bear it,
Cola de
those of the
Fénix,
Order
tío.
will reveal themselves
Eso
out
era,
of
no era la de, cola de
if there is
Fénix.
nothing further.
No.
Que te hacía
Your
resucitar.
Your Grace.
Las colas de Fénix.
We'll talk about this later.
A ver.
You seem very, you certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Vale, me la he pasado, ¿eh? Pero... no sé. Aquí no puedo ir. Grabado en piedras. Vale, esto es en el otro lado. Pero no sé si hay que ir por aquí. Ah, mira, sí.
You there! Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures, the most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Vale, venga.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is.
Buah, a ver.
Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
A ver. Guau, tío. Y ahora tengo que descubrir por dónde, ¿no? Nómadas de las llanuras aureas, arraigaos firmes en la piedra. Recordad con orgullo nuestro noble pasado y haced un hogar de esta tierra.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Del sur.
Thank you for the deal, Ed, mister.
Have you noticed the elder has been coughing less? Not a scratch on them.
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone in there, would you, madam?
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamo.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
Guardianes de cristal de Tabor, primigenios, cimientos, sacra vuestra noble sangre y es perpetua serán los tiempos.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Me falta uno, creo.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled.
Beneath the flood, yes.
Vale. Vale, está arriba. ¿Dónde está esta, tío? Esta ya la he visto. ¿No? Sí.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
Ah, no.
I should speak to the old scholar
Oh.
before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. what did you learn of this place and its people?
Bueno.
Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Pues ni me acuerdo.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north.
A ver, porque ni me acuerdo, tío. Nómadas de las llanuras. De las laderas. Esto no me acuerdo. Voy a poner este.
Voyages of the
No.
Ashen Ocean.
Seafarers?
No sé.
Are you certain?
No.
I'm growing less.
Nómadas de las llanuras, jinetes, a ver.
Riders of the snowy. No, that can't be right, surely.
In your own time.
O este.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past.
Es que de estos no me
and
acuerdo.
make these rocks a home.
Solo me acordaba del cristal.
I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Buah. Voy a poner esta.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Vale. Venga, pues vámonos a la otra misión.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
Esto tenemos que ir. Buah. Creo que por aquí, ¿eh? Buah, aquí está la mierda esta. Bueno, voy a ver si por aquí se puede ir.
The free cities under siege.
Uf. Ay,
Then
todo
let us be rid of them.
Get him!
Stay down!
This one! Get him! This one!
Perfect. Buah, hay un montón, tío. Ah, mira, por aquí no vamos a poder pasar, ¿eh?
Get him! This one! Get him! This one! This one!
¡Cabronazo! Ay, que nos hemos alejado. Este cabrón.
Over here! Go to him! Get him! Go to him! Get him! This one! Over here! Go to him! Stick him! Go to him! Get him! Go to him! Get him! Go to him! Attack!
Pero no voy a poder pasar, ¿no?
Over here! Get him! This one! Stick him! Stick him! Attack! Enough! Go to him! Stick him!
Ya está, yo subo. ¿Por qué se mueve esto? Ay, ¿por qué? Yo, no, Junita. No sigues pesadeta, ¿eh? Venga. Ah, era por aquí. No podemos pasar, tío.
This one. Get him.
¿Cerca de qué? Vale. Buah.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Vale. Vale, estamos aquí, tío. Es que quiero saber cómo puedo hacer esa misión. Es que por ahí no puedo ir. Tendríamos que ir aquí, pero tengo que pasar por esto, tío. Si no, aquí. A ver.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us now.
Mummy,
The gentleman of the town guard.
No, me he equivocado. Ambrosia.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Vamos, Ambrosia. Ahora no tengo tiempo. A ver, ¿qué quiero? Vale. Uy. Que tengo que luchar contra eso de ahí. Con otro dragón. Joder.
Thanks, girl. Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. This one.
Guay, sí que me dio. ¡Ah! Ya está. Mega fulgor por 10, qué bestial. Volvem.
This thing reeks.
Pues venga, pues...
Sooner it's off my
No.
hands, the better.
Qué peste. Tío, ¿por qué hay tantas misiones secundarias? Me han salido un montón de misiones. Vale. Primero vamos a esta. Buah, un montón de misiones, tío.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quick. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might,
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, do not allow me to keep you from being about your business.
Vale. Venga, más. A ver. Voy a ir a esta. Es que tengo 1, 2, 3 y 4, ¿eh? Venga, vamos aquí.
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents. Why your fearlessness? And
I'm listening.
well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over, Randalar has been particularly badly affected. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves, but the army too is in disarray and finds itself unable.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, so we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. And we believe we have found one. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men...
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to...
Claro, venga.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements...
Of course. Leave everything...
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock. Even if I begin right now, I'll be...
So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in.
I'll do my best.
Venga, vámonos.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man...
All right.
I'm sure you won't need...
Vamos a cargarnos esas criaturas de la aldea. ¿Dónde hay que ir? ¿Aquí? Aquí vamos.
This one. Get him. Over here. Get him. Go to him. Stick him. Stick him. Get him. Go to him.
Ah, pero esa es la aldea que ya fui, tío. Sí, sí. Pues mira, voy por aquí y ya está. Volando. Aquí ya vinimos, tío, que ya la miré toda. Tía, tío. Joshua, tío. ¿Más? ¡Eh! Tela, ¿eh?
I think that's the last of them.
Vale, pues vámonos.
Is something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms.
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him.
It's done.
You made quick work of it.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't... She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've...
Right.
Ay. ¿Qué, Yuna?
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlog. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little... the first thing we'll need to do is make sure our...
You're still in negotiation?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious.
Well...
I'm not sure I do.
Vale. ¿Y ahora que tengo que hablar con su hermano?
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's...
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join, and judging by her reaction...
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven, but this was not the life my sister... I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers. And
you're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did, and I want to repay the favor. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better... These bearers aren't going to move them. That's a job for the Crimson...
Muy bien. Pues venga, siguiente. Lost Wing.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do.
Hostiaste.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot. I would place Lostwing in their hands, but a village home only to the frail and the infirm is... And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway?
I will.
Thank you. The people I...
Understood.
Then the last of my preparations, and may Griga guide us.
Pues venga, vamos.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's bales.
La música de Final Fantasy VII, tío. Tin, 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 tin. Madre mía. Colinas de Orabel. Venga, va.
Everyone. Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster.
Pues venga, vamos allá.
They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Cielo infierno,
Promise
tío.
us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Buah. ¿Y dónde está esta mierda? ¿Cómo voy aquí? Ah, por aquí. No tengo ganas. ¿Qué es eso? Pero si está infectado. Pero aquí no puedo ir. A ver. Buah, tengo que ir más para abajo. Por aquí.
Look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Buah. Pues un poco sí, ¿eh?
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Buah, un vengar, tío. Lo que quería evitar.
Dog. Quentin, I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. Just a rabbit beast that needs to be put down.
Venga, ahora. ¡Ja, ja! ¡Bahamut! Y ya se muere. Ya te mueres, cabrón.